feel like Rancor's just had some like turn-up games. They've been able to steal one away. Usually going like 4 or 5 maps. Beat a couple of teams, had some tough losses. But yeah, I mean, this is just huge in the scheme of things when you think about your final few matches. You could end up losing a head-to-head tiebreaker here if you end up tied in series victories. Might be on the outside looking in for a top 8 start. And yeah, I mean, I'd love to see them get back to land and replicate that run, but I think there was something special there. Some
well, they had a lot of map 5 clutches.
True.
Right? What, Major 1 qualifiers, Miami lost like 5 of them, and that just turned at the Major. They're just not really getting to map 5s right now. That's kind of the issue.
Yeah.
In their losses, they're not going as deep as they want to.
There's been a lot of game 4s, but yeah, not every series going to 5. Well, that's just been the league.
Stage.
It's been the league, yeah. That has shifted massively, but Gwen has been terrific as of late. I've been looking to see what he can put up in this one, but he's going to be put down to get things going. As Rancor that's able to take out 2 towards mid, they'll get early control of the hardpoint. And I love the clash of colors on the minimap. This is beautiful. Last time when we had Carolina and Cloud9, it was too much for me, Joe. This is perfect.
No, it is. And I mean, listen, Miami early on in this, you look at stage 2, you're 0-2 on this Carolina map 1 and 2. So early in this series, there are some openings. While Hardpoint has been much better for Miami Heretics. A good start here. They flipped the spawns for P2 as well. You're going to get 30 seconds. And well, Rentor's cutting off the reinforcement, so this is as good as it gets when you talk about a break-off.
Yeah, he's had some turnout moments in Hardpoint. He's starting great at 4-0. But now we're off to the races over to the P2. Real trying to cut down people from getting close. Playing through the back will be Metals. He's got pressure in from the front. Flanking that will be Real. He's taking her out. Looked like Gwen. Oh, Gwen did. Dude, he went to pick it up and turned the second before Real got there. But that alleviates the pressure from the front. Yeah, right back, getting tucked away in the point.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, Real finds the timing, takes down 2. It was messy up front, but Rencor there wins the final 1 versus 1. He was playing safe. He had the spawns. You are yet to get a point, but early pressure. Metals is out of there. Spawning all the way across the map.
That was disgusting on the minute though. Like Gwen picked it up and then just
just looked away. He was waiting for that pinch, but yeah, just didn't wait long enough.
You're looking to get your first points really here if you're Carolina. Behind Gwen's 2, you'll get the tail end of this final 20 or so. Now we'll fan out, focus on control for 3 and 4. This is the kind of the big sequence here on Volt. Heretics will be the early team setup, and we'll see what they can do with it. And with some of the spawns we've been seeing as of late, oh, well, you're going to think safety. You saw Lucky's face after he dropped there because he's the safety net for him. He drops. Now the spawn's wide open for Roy.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was going on.
His face is the perfect side. Like
on the other side, it's kind of Gwen maybe putting pressure on the spawn, but the problem is they don't really have hill control right now, and they're losing numbers. Rentor's going to push on up. You see what that does. Slasher spawns out. So there's a little bit of chaos all over the map right now. Both teams fighting for position. Metals is finally like, screw it, I'm gonna just lay on this point, at least get us some time.
Yeah, doing just that. And trying to push out this lead again. We'll see if Heretics can retain that spawn. They do have a bit of a split. It's TJ spawning freebie all the way out, and that's gonna be a free flank. We see it all the time on this hard point, and it turns into 2 for TJ. It's already hard enough you're trying to battle for our control, but then you got somebody spawning behind you.
Yeah, and then he finds that free double, so he's up to 8-6. Gwen's on double digits already.
It's like that right side spawn just has a buff, bro. It's plus 100% chance.
Plus 100% chance. Yeah. The problem is Gwen got so aggressive. I was gonna say it comes down to a 1 versus 1 massive double from Slasher because 2 players in Metals and Lucky actually got through poolside. So there was immediate pressure towards that hard point, but they were able to clutch on up.
Gwen trying to get away. That's not going to happen. We'll see how much time Royal Ravens can turn this into. So far, so good. They'll go out in front. Rancor, though, he is pacing, but it's not going to lead to time, at least as of now. You still got 30 seconds to earn here. On a streak right now with Slasher. He's working towards the cruise due to being the objective, plus the kills he's been finding. Should turn into one. There it is. He's got the cruise down to work with. We'll see when that comes into play. Now shots into everybody out front. Him and TJ, a little 2-man work to take out 3, and this has been perfect.
Yeah, there were a couple of chances, right? Rencor gets 2, Real gets another one. There's like a 1-on-1, but you still have the close spawn if you're Carolina, so they reinforce. And then early in that hill, where Slasher's still able to play his life. That's why he's on this streak. That's why his time is where it is. But yeah, it was an early lead for Miami, but they played for the P4. They were able to control Art, and well, it paid off.
Slasher, the old man is frying right now. 8 straight, getting close to double digits. Sub in hand. We don't see it all that often for him. One of the best ARs all time, but he's getting it done with everything right now. streak I thought coming to an end. It does. Finally, he's going to drop. You still have those right side P2 spawns. Royal Ravens in a decent position. They don't want to give up all this 30 seconds, though.
Some good time so far for Miami at this P1. Vivid, though, didn't get aggressive. Every time the AR has it, they have an extra sub in their back pocket. So just flooded on in, 15 seconds left. Both teams just kind of paying attention to where they are on the map, but Carolina's going to love this. That is a 4 dead with 10 seconds left at this P1. You see where the orange arrows are spawning. They got to trek across the map. TJ Gwyn already trying to cut them off. Just be so annoying.
I mean, the fact he gets 2 there, that's going to stagger it even more. They continue to spawn out deep. This will be some great early time, and TJ can stagger this even more. Took some shots, so they'll be aware of his position. Maybe they're trying to leave him and push forward. They're actually going to pinch him out and deal with him, but still buys them some time around the point. But now comes the first real big push from Heretics, and well, Rancor, another multi-kill for him. He's leading the pack. He's up to 18 for his team, up there by a wide margin, and you'd love that to go a little better if you're Carolina. You had a real opportunity to take like a 100-point lead.
Yeah, I think that's it. The one good thing for them, though, is they do still have close spawn. So you had immediate pressure, Hellstorm going to be called in, but not to define anything. So this is as good as it's going to get. You talk about the situation the Heretics were in before P2 spawned in. You had the double from Gwyn. Doesn't matter, though. You immediately get pushed on up. TJ gets caught, and you find some time. Yeah,
and you'll get the final 10. So Carolina, I guess they'll take that for now, just kind of hold on to this lead. A similar scenario last time for Heretics. You had kind of the P4 spawn set up early. Then what? Lucky got caught and things kind of fell apart from there. Can you do a better job dealing with it? This time I think Lucky just playing from top art. They'll play safety throughout this. Gwyn's double probably opens things up for Ravens just to maybe take some time from this P3 if they're not going to have spawns. Just take whatever they can get. Real can try to spoil that, but you're trying to bring it back if you're Miami. You're down 40 or so points. You're fighting for control of third. You have spawns for fourth. There's a real chance for Miami to combo some hard points. Let's hear the comms.
Muerto otra side Gucci. Es el láser. Guarda anterior. El paciente. Y otro Gucci láser.
Arriba Gucci abajo, arriba y abajo de Gucci.
Hacen Dior, vale, estoy pisando por bot.
Muerto Stitch.
Buscamos arriba y abajo un tiro, arriba y abajo un tiro y otro tenemos muerto.
Arriba y abajo Gucci.
Vale, estoy jugando side Gucci, falta el arriba Gucci. Vale, side Gucci, deep izquierda P3, abajo Gucci P3.
Abajo Gucci, abajo Gucci.
Yo tengo P3. Está en la banda de Volti. Dale, me voy a subir arriba y miro lobby, ¿vale? Me está corriendo.
Tengo izquierda, no tengo
Tengo lobby. Gucci abajo Tich.
No tengo la estatua.
Tengo lobby. Me hace el side lobby otro, te tengo el front Lucky, ¿vale? Tengo yo el front Lucky, tengo yo el front. No le da.
Tengo el cruz, tengo el clase.
Está en el jeep, sale. Te tomo bala, buena. Vale, espera, sí, se te olvidó el muerto. Es una bala. Van a cerca de front,
Mete el front, Chema.
Tengo el front, izquierda. Lo tengo yo. Vale, iros, me voy. León, muerto. Tengo el lobby, Lobby largo y izquierda muerto. En la salida.
Siguen haciendo bien, ¿vale?
Está arriba de la salida.
Estamos de vuelta,
Van a pushar a la izquierda seguramente.
Vamos a hacer algo juntos, chavales. Voy a pushar contigo, ¿vale?
¿No van a izquierda?
¿Dentro del lobby, Chema?
Sí, voy, tengo una larga. No, espalda, güey. Anterior win, un tiro.
Y otro lobby close.
Está win, buena. Falta punto y buscamos uno que tiene que estar.
Lobby una bala.
Flasher doble side. Y otro por blanco.
Doble side. Un tiro literal.
Y otro en el punto.
Dale, Adri, dale.
¿Lo has encendido ahora mismo?
No, sí.
Vale.
De punta
¿Has tiro pilares? Money, sale. Ya no solo win, un punto, bro.
Va para el lobby side. Están abriendo.
No, siguen pilares.
Voy a ir a por él.
Vaya, justo mirando de capo.
Vive. Ya, estoy una bala.
Está un tiro win pilares y otro por P2.
Vale, Palmeras, uno pasarela.
Palmera no lo muerto contigo.
Tocado Palmeras, yo tengo Se nació mal, chavales, se nació mal. Voy a ir al extra,
derecha,
¿vale?
se cuela, tío.
Estoy apuntado.
Vete del punto si quieres, Chema, vete del punto.
Son dos.
Quitarme la izquierda.
Uno primera maceta, uno camión y uno Dior. Primera maceta, camión y Dior.
Le dio no lo veo,
Ay, no, Palmera te peor se ha vaqueado. Y esto acá.
It's getting close, but Carolina, they've got the early setup for second. Want to do a better job than last time through. It was a quick break for Miami, and that's sort of where the tide started to turn a bit as Heretics starting to get back into it. But right now, you're doing a good job. Carolina, though, there's the back spawn. They're going to be able to collapse on this. They'll have numbers here for a moment. Heretics, can they get the break?
Yeah, you're starting to recognize that, but yeah, Metals and Rencore looking to find some kills, at least contest, and there is that break. In that P1 during the listen, like, Gwyn goes massive a couple of times. There are a few multi-kills where you just kind of saw it from the Heretics guys. They're thinking they probably should be earning some time, have P2 rotation, but Gwyn just could not get taken down. But again, they find their way into a P2, find some time, and keep this close. They do a much better job towards that P4, where they're able to cash in at that money hill, and that's why we have ourselves a game.
Yeah, they've kept this close enough. They might be able to make the plays late. I mean, that you get like 20 more points if you're Royal Ravens. This becomes so hard to do from 3 to 4, but now, real opportunity for Heretics. One taking a long route, that's gonna be Metals, that's wrapping all the way around the back. I think I saw number 2 and TJ starting to pick that up, so we'll focus on that fight on the backside for a second. And TJ, yeah, he's got it, deals with it easily. His teammates out holding the headies towards third. Everyone kind of clumped up towards mid-map for Heretics.
Yeah, I guess if Heretics not the worst situation right now, you just make sure they cannot get the time. Now maybe a bit of a problem, because that's going to be a 4 dead.
Yeah.
You're going to be 4 dead and you're spawning all the way out, so you have to put pressure on the hill. Can't give up 25 seconds. Map pretty much done.
They're playing safe, so Gwyn can go hunt. Won't be able to win it here, but yeah, we'll see if they can close it out. It's once again Metals. He's tried to take these long routes a couple of times. TJ able to deal with him both times, and well, I thought Gwyn had another multi-kill there. Doesn't quite come up with it, but you have spawns. 20 needed for the win. Heretics, they need an immediate break. If they can do it, they got a shot.
Yeah, you're gonna have pressure, but it's a crossfire right now. Gwyn down low.
He's on 40, bro.
Yeah, he is on 40. I mean, Rentor's trying to match, but you see Metals, Lucky really struggling throughout this. As well, this time it's TJ who's on his spree.
We'll see if the spree will be enough to hold them off. You needed an immediate break. They're not able to get it. Only person close is Metals. He is in the blender. 15 and 37 out of him. Gwyn drops 40 on their forehead, and it's a big win there for Carolina. Well, okay, not a big one. That's a pretty close map, but they closed it out late.
I think it could have been better. I think they'll probably go back and probably want more. There were a couple of times where, like, Gwyn just got lost. Like, he was really just sort of on the hunt in a lot of those plays. They were doing their best to set him up, but, you know, when you do that, you kind of go pushing out very far. Spawns flip if someone loses a gunfight, and that tends to happen. And then, you know, those P2s become a lot more 50-50.
Yeah, no, certainly. You're right. They probably could have won that by a wider margin, but the fact is they get the W. They've been solid across game modes, and they look to continue that here. And now, I mean, the series where I thought it's a little more interesting for Heretics, especially after seeing the map 1, you think they might have to win some stuff early. After losing that, though, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you saw sort of both teams in the last 5 hard points, both 4-1, but for Ravens, you know, this has been sort of a focal point for them. Just like they have to be better in this game mode. It really starts to, it's feeling like they're figuring it out.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because I think when they were that top 4 team at the beginning of the year, the hard point was there. When that started to slip a bit, we weren't really sure. Yeah, they got top 4 at the major, but with the improvements from, I don't know, Vancouver Surge, and it becomes a little bit more questionable with Ultra there as well. I thought maybe Cloud9 making the run, but obviously we just saw that series, and Royal Ravens were far too much for them. But yeah, if they're gonna have a chance to really make a deeper run, like, I don't know, make it to a top 2, the hard point's gotta be there.
Yeah, at least like one of them, right? You have to be able to take one of them versus some of the best teams. You know, talk about Thieves, talk about FaZe. Those are the matchups where they're struggling.
Well, yeah, Thieves just looks, I don't know. I think I said, like, right after the first major, I was like, they figure out Search, they still don't have a weakness. Like, they just don't have a weakness. Yeah, I mean, they might still lose. They might wake up and have a rough day at Cobb, but, oh, they are the best team right now, and it is scary to watch for everybody, I think.
It certainly is. And, yeah, I mean, so Ravens know where they have to compete, because that is a team that they have had struggles with, is that Thieves lineup.
Yeah, no, especially the hard points. But they're getting beat like 250 to 50 in both of them. They've had bloodbaths where most of the blood is their own. But we'll see if they can improve that. But yeah, they'll get the W here. 40+ out of Gwyn. Like you said, Ranker kind of trying to match. He was putting up some numbers, but you get duds out of a couple of teammates, and it's just not going to be enough there in the vault to open things up. Now we shift focus over to Search and Destroy, how these teams looked as of late.
Yeah, I mean, they're both playing a Hacienda where, again, I think maybe it's a map pool, maybe just sort of vetoes coming into this. But for Carolina, it's one where they've kind of struggled throughout stage 2. It's one they picked up early, you know, showed some good signs, but now it's kind of going the other way. So I think they're trying to fix that. And again, it's one versus Thieves where they've had some leads. They had like that 5-2 or 5-3 lead at the minor, and they blew that. So one, hey, if they're thinking about those big time matchups, They know this is going to be a map.
Well, they want to get into it, so we'll see if they can do that here on Hacienda, followed up by the Protocol Control, a series we'll think it might go the distance, but after that map 1, we'll see. Carolina in some of these series, man, like we expect it, like against Rocker, against Cloud9. There's been several series we've casted them where I'm like, oh, this is game 4, this is game 5, and then
they just looked really good at times. Like,
yes,
really good.
Exactly. I'm like, they're playing good COD. Like they're not like unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination.
No, they're just on the same page. The comms are incredible. Hopefully, like game 3, we get to listen in with them because, like, they're sort of like the old Ultra in a way, just so calm and cool, just having a little conversation.
No, it's awesome. No, it's really, really fun to listen to. So if it goes 4, maybe we'll get there. But we're going to take a look at some Slasher stats. He had, what, a 9 spree in that map 1 when you were getting out to an early lead. His S&D, though, 1.24 in stage 2. And, I mean, he's one of, we've talked a lot about him and how good he has been in Search throughout his career. He has a way he likes to play the game, and he can be an asset to anyone, especially on stage 2.
No, I mean, listen, like, this was a team. What's crazy is, like, stage 1, they were probably a better Search team, right? Like, overall. But obviously, he is improved. He's a guy throughout his career where it feels like the more reps under his belt, as time goes on, like, I don't know if it's just something where he can read the map very well, right? We know he's a very intelligent guy, but it feels like he gets better and better as the year goes on.
Yeah, no, I always like to talk about that. It's like some players, they just come out, they peak basically early. Some people just get better and better and better as the year goes on. There's always like those teams and players that click towards the end of the year, and they're usually who end up winning it all. Just how often have we had back in the day, like your stage 2 winner into your champs winner, or like back-to-back events happen so many times, because I'm sure it's a big part of it. People figure things out better, get better as the course of the year goes on.
That man's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I'm sure part of it's like intelligence and a mind for the game, and part of it is just probably a work ethic too, because some people get ahead and are complacent, and some people just keep pushing, right? Keep pushing, keep trying to improve, and when it matters most, late in a title, they're able to do it. But into this round 1, I'll say Ranker the second he looks left, TJ pushed up. That is a tough one.
I think the nade hits too, right? I don't know if it hits TJ, it hits somebody on Ravens. But TJ still challenged it. So first blood over to TJ, and they're like, you can plant B. We'll just retake it with man advantage.
That's exactly going to be the play, but I don't know if they're going to take the free plant. They want to take the Halls fight, see if they can catch somebody, get this back to a 3 versus 3. Just sending it right out through the window, not able to connect on the opening shot, so TJ gets a second before he drops. Suddenly, one player left and Lucky, and he will fall. Maybe they just take the free plant.
I mean, TJ, that is a massive win, though. Inside a connector, right? Because he does get caught, but he ends up finding an AR. So I think he picked up Renkor's AR after he gets that kill. If he's got a sub there, I think he loses it. Maybe that round gets a little bit interesting. There's probably a quick trade, but maybe someone's out of position then for Carolina. Instead, he wins that, and yeah, their advantage just goes up.
I don't know. I mean, Metal shots weren't the cleanest, though, either. He might have still won it.
Maybe.
The AR helped. The AR definitely helped. I'm just thinking, I mean, after his map 1, I don't know if Metals isn't exactly beaming in this series so far. We'll see if he heats it up, though. TJ, though. Nice start for him. Now we'll see what he can do offensively. He'll be bomb carrier here, and they're thinking B out the gate. It's all grouped up. Halls for Heretics. They want to take the fight early, and they're starting to apply pressure forward. The point man going to be Gwyn on one side of this that might deal with it. They're both up high. He's down low. And you've got 2 kind of playing for lobby side. You've got numbers to push this out towards bomb if you're Heretics.
Yeah, I think they thought they had that plant, and then Gwyn, he sees the slide up top, so he's going to give that call. They're pushing hallway. You can't plant yet. So now it's Slasher and Gwyn kind of having a 2-man game. And on the other bomb site, you have a 2-man game between TJ and Vivid.
Well, wrapping back to group up now is Carolina. After that first blood, we get down to a 3 versus 3, and TJ just shouldering for information. Wants to push up, reposition, maybe be able to catch somebody. Well, that's not going to happen. Lucky shuts him down. That's going to be bomb dropping. Slasher, though, snapping, and he's able to bring it to a 2 versus 2. Only 25 seconds to go, though. They're able to recoup bomb, and they're opposite ends of the map.
Yeah, we'll see what Slasher's able to find. This might be perfect. It's going to be great time. Not able to find the kill, though. Didn't have the info. It has the read and snaps onto Lucky.
Oh, he had the read and then gunned down at the worst time, but gets it up just in time to win it. All on Metals now. I love that POV from Slasher, though. It just looks like somebody's walling, bro. He's just, the awareness is there. He's 4-0 in his search bag this stage qualifier. He's got the last fight in front of him. Well, that's a great vertical nade there from Metals. Combines it for the shots. All on Vivid now. 20 seconds to go.
Well, Metals had the read. He had the read, but timing not going to go his way. Vivid knows he's going to climb on up. Now just going to play time. And well, time is his best friend. A round done, and that is a 2 versus 3. You do not want to lose if you are Heretics. Great shots for Metals. Now starting to hit, maybe a little bit more warmed up.
Yeah.
But that shout from Real, just one of the things we kind of talk about with this title, you cannot get away with.
Yeah, well, because I think TJ, TJ, they think about rotating that out, and he kind of got caught. You give numbers to Miami, and then they kind of throw one away.
Like this one, like Metals, this is just info. It's 2 versus 3. Like, why? What?
Yeah. Yeah. And then this, dude, that timing was so bad, but then the shot's so crisp. Just already centered. Second he gets re-ADS. Shots on point. 2-0 now for Royal Ravens. Some utility connecting, but now trophy there for coverage. Real's got everybody in front of him. He at least gets one. Still trying to push forward. It's number 2 and TJ. They're trying to trap them in, and they are trapping them in. Vivid on one side, you had TJ pinching from the other, and right up the gut is Slasher. Rincor last up. Good luck with that one. Stunned up, tagged up, dropped.
I just get baited into kind of pushing balcony, right? I feel like we see that pretty often, even in like control, where you're trying to get aggressive, trying to get under that AR player, but what ends up happening is that AR player just backslides down the staircase and is like, hi, like I'm just going to take 2 free kills.
Yeah, no, 100%. They just always look so chill. They're just hanging out.
I know.
Just like they're.
So I love their intro video.
Yes, it's perfect. Guys just grilling out, chilling. Well, dominance so far. Slasher making the plays last time they were on offense. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve this time. Got a 2-man setup over at A. Starting to collapse on this and taking the angles. It's Carolina. TJ finds a freebie. And he's reading the map so well. And he's got good ears.
Nah, I mean, that's just it. I mean, TJ knows exactly what he's going to do off his breakoffs. Has no problem just running down the middle of the map. Whether it's bottom middle, whether it's top halls, takes the gunfight, and then, all right, as soon as I win this gunfight, maybe what is our rotation going to be? Where's my next chow at? And, well, he found it.
You've seen like perfect POVs of that from Slasher and TJ's POV, and 2 of the better Surge players we've ever had. Real, he can be great, but he's got a fry. Able to get one, get info on another.
As a nade.
Gets back to full HP just to get insta drop. No opportunity to really make the play. Royal Ravens.
That nade might have hit both too. Like it was close. It was. I don't know if it hits the player on the right. It absolutely hits the player behind the rock. But yeah, he's thinking maybe I can isolate one of them. But who was ever on the rock, he ends up coming back. But yeah, this is just the read. Yeah, Rencor gets called with a stun, and then all right, I know where the rotation is. There's a player bottom middle. Come right into my hands.
Making that look easy. Solid one from TJ. And they are just picking them apart. This has not been close. Like our search earlier today, or at least one of them, like every situation down to like a 1v1. All these clutch moments. There has not been a lot of opportunity for anything in this. Just shutout gameplay from Ravens. Team. Oh, they stun each other.
Real hears that, but again, it's just an info game right now, right? Look at the side of Carolina. They are already through. Multiple players through, but Rencor playing for it. No quick trade. But that is a heads up that, well, he's weak. TJ jumps up from secret. They see as a freebie, but lucky able to make a play.
Feels like the first time those situations worked out for the Miami side of it. Right as we hop off, Real is able to get the play. So Vivid 1 versus 4. Great round for Heretics. Finally going to be on the board, barring some kind of miracle. Granted, he's on 4 in a row. Maybe 4 more coming. He snaps, but not able to win the fight. Heretics not going down without some kind of fight.
Carolina's going to check all the corners, man, behind these doors. Rencor on one side, Real on the other.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem was with the first player, he started shooting him, but lucky at top of the steps. So, like, he just got baited into shooting. And, well, that's why you're tucked in that corner. I think it's tough for any player in that spot to like not shoot and just check the corner first.
Yeah, you don't think the players baiting him that bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's absolutely what that is. That's definitely a bait and trap. And it worked perfectly there. But yeah, next time there's a similar route. Oh, it's interesting too. Like, the team dynamics isn't so good. Like, everyone's able to step up when they need to for Carolina, but the fact that like Gwen drops 40 Now he's on 0, but like the other 3 are like, don't worry, we got you. Get us in the respawns. We got you here in the surge. Trying to put up a 5th big round here.
Again, a 2-man game, right? It's really just been Slasher and Gwyn on like one part of the map, and then Vivid and TJ just working a bomb site. Miami are just trying to find anything. They're getting aggressive A now, so now it's going to be time to wrap back towards B. It's really just, what is this timing like when he goes for this plant, TJ?
I think he's going to get it down. The interesting thing's probably going to be Gwyn now. What he's able to find when he gets involved. TJ's just going to tuck in the corner behind trophy protection.
They got top all.
Yep. Just park his car here for info. Gwyn now taking his route, and I thought he'd be the one to make the play. He lurked that entire time. He finds a freebie. Now he just tries to get lost. They got to worry about the fight on the other side of it. Car is still out. This is unwinnable, it feels like, for Miami right now. What are you supposed to do? Because you know Gwyn's eventually coming on the bench. Just a matter of when he gets to the window. Gwyn gets in behind. Think he gets another one. And they've had that where it's like the 2-man game kind of on both sides. Then one player flirts over the other, and it's on whoever's going to be that guy to make the play and lurk on the other end of it. This time it's Gwyn, and he was on 0 before this, but he gets 2 here.
Well, I just don't know why that rotation for Miami is just so slow, right? Like going from A to B. You clear out A, you see nothing fences, nothing balcony, and then like 2 players go all the way back. Maybe they're worried someone swam. I guess they have to clear boathouse, but it's so slow. You're hoping to like catch them on the bomb site. It just never happens.
Yeah, well, you said, like, how's the timing going to work out? Well, they were so slow.
No, as soon as I said that, I saw the routes it took, and I was like, oh, they're not even going to be close.
Yeah. Whereas you catch them there, you're basically in a 3-on-1 or something. This could decide it. Royal Ravens look to close out the map, take the 2-0 edge with the defensive hold here. Car out again, shot at TJ, just vibing. I mean, it's basically what their team is to me. Just on their backs, just chilling.
The animations are hilarious.
It's so good, so good.
Still.
All right, here we go. Now see, the timing works a little bit better out here. They catch him right as they go for the plant. Gwyn able to take down 2 from 0-4 to 4-4. Yeah, maybe that chow didn't need to happen. No. Now things might unravel, but he made the play, does a little bit of a heat check. They're up 5-1. They're thinking, let's seal it. 1 versus 1 now. The Vivid's got it. We're done. 6-1 dominance out of Royal Ravens.
He's smiling too.
Yeah, he's like, guys, I almost threw that one away. My bad. I think that's just like COD. Like, even if whether you're a pro or you're playing pubs, like you just
it's human nature.
You get 2, you're chowing. You're heat checking. Like you hit 3 threes in a game, you're chucking up a 4th.
Yeah, just give him the ball.
It's just what you do. And sometimes you look like an idiot. Sometimes you fry that guy and you got yourself a clip. That's just human nature, as you said. But the nature of this one, it is all Carolina. I mean, it's a 50-point hard point, but still, it just didn't feel that close, and it could have been worse.
Yeah, it was very controlled by Carolina.
Yes.
This surge, I mean, they don't do like they just play very simple COD. They kind of give
simplifying the game.
Yeah, simplify the game. It's a lot of give and take. What's the info? I mean, you do have TJ who finds a lot of openings, but it's very much like their 2-man game on offense. Just nothing crazy about it.
No, I mean, they're trying to simplify it. I remember talking to Crowder one time, like when FaZe really struggled with Hardpoint, and just like what the problem was. It's like sometimes it's just to simplify. Like we're just like panicking, over-rotating. There's too much movement. Like sometimes just simplify things. Yeah, little 2-man games. Just communicate with one person. We deal with this part of the map. But it just looked easy. They were always in control in most situations. The only time they didn't check their corners is the only round things fell apart. Outside of that, like they had numbers pretty much always. I don't know. It feels like every time we cast Carolina, I'm impressed.
Maybe, fundamentally,
I got my blue on today.
There you go. That's not really Carolina blue, though. It's lighter, isn't it?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind.
Okay. Fair.
Desk.
Hey. He's not colorblind. Don't let him lie to you. All right, let's talk a little bit about Carolina because they are looking like a top 3 search and destroy team after that beatdown. Is it just Hacienda, or can Carolina do this across all search maps?
Yeah, they're incredible at search and destroy. On the season, they're actually #1 in S&D. Throughout this split, though, it's still been great there. And when you talk about them like Tua Jump, they were talking about where they play simple. It is, but it's extremely effective. I mean, you see they had 3 bomb plants that round, right? And in this stage, their #1 plant win percentage. It's because the way they play in their post-plant situations. They're not throwing away their lives or waiting for heretics to come to them. It's just how you're supposed to play in those moments. And Carolina have just done so well. And then even in that final round, I thought was a great example of like their approach. You see heretics, they start over at B, they wrap all the way over to A, then they rat back to B. That entire time, what's Carolina doing? Slowly working their way to B just to get the bomb plant, and then we have a full setup with all our guys come and hunt us down, right? So simplify the game and just execute when you have an advantage.
Ali, I saw a quote in chat, and I don't think it's real, but it said, everyone playing chess, we're winning with checkers, slasher.
I know, I like that because I think everybody has said it now. Like, they're just playing very fundamental, very sound, very simple COD. Like, something as simple as just getting the bomb down more has turned them from an 8th team overall when it comes to season ranks to now #1 when it comes to post-plant, right? And that was just because they weren't taking advantage of so many opportunities that they were giving themselves on the map, and now they're winning S&Ds in 6-1. So for Carolina Royal Ravens, it's a steady and predictable route of moving upwards.
We're only halfway through the season, not even, but I'm going to say it. Gwen's going to win MVP on the season and make
nasty.
Joey D eat his words.
You know what?
Let's take a look at some
I'm about to
conclusions
support
being
that theory.
drawn, Ali.
You know what? And we're here to support that theory of Gwen being MVP. We're going to go right into the mini-map right at the top of this clip. Some of you might remember this. This is Gwen absolutely taking over the middle of the map. Now, the game isn't necessarily close right now, but as you can tell by the mini-map, this is a big opportunity for Miami Heretics to chain this P3 into P4, and they still have spawns, but not while Gwen's on the map. So we're going to take a look just real quick. Gwen's going to be #3. Gwen has a really hard decision to make right now. He can either A, go and help his teammate #2 with this gunfight that he's about to get into and go for spawns right away, or he can turn around and help his teammates on the back end to fight this hill time and try to get some more pressure on that side of the map. And so what Gwen decides to do? Well, he decides to do a little bit of both. So I'm going to hit play. Gwen decides, all right, I can't really help my teammate. I actually needed myself here. So I'm going to hit a huge 180 and go help towards time on the Carolina Royal Ravens. Gwen sits in this middle section of the map for 30 seconds, just causing havoc to the Miami Heretics squad. And you can tell, they go and they search for him. They're sending people off spot #5. His whole job is to go and find Gwen. And they cannot find him. So now this is not only map pressure, but it's also time for the side of the Carolina Royal Ravens. Gwen then goes and helps time, and after he does that with some crazy movement, don't know how he lives there, they then go and push and get spawns and flip out the Miami Heretics. Just really good pressure from the side of Gwen, and he's not just kill whoring.
Yep. It's great improvements in the way that he approaches the game. Played very patient mid, and all they're trying to do there is just lock down mid so nobody can take any routes, and then they end up flipping.
He has
They'll
very
fall into
strong
place.
wiggles. On the other side,
into place if you
Miami Heretics is not done.
No, they're done.
No, they're not,
Yeah.
nameless.
It's control,
not
they might
great
be
at control.
done. It's control.
Hey, is
they
it
might be
Vault?
done.
I need to know what the map is.
No, it's protocol.
Oh, GG.
They're done.
It's protocol. It's GG.
Protocol? GG?
At least they're trying to expand their map pool.
Go ahead. Make your dinner reservations. Nameless is calling game. Maven, what are we having?
Well, the series can't be any faster than the last one.
No.
So you've got that at least. But yeah, no, probably done. Just because I looked to you, because I didn't see a match before. I was like, are they going to Vault? You're like, no. I was like, all right, we're probably done. Which may not be the case, but that has been the story for Heretics Control. Like, if it's not Vault, chalk it up.
Yeah, they have one protocol win this stage.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah,
One time it wasn't chalked up. But yeah, no, they have been trying desperately to find something that works in Control. Have not been able to do it outside of Vault. But who knows? Maybe today is the day. But you're not feeling good after that loss because you just got.
Yeah, and if this does end up being like a 3-0 or might end up losing this, like it's not the worst case for them. They probably have a lower seed, but it all comes down to their match tomorrow versus Boston. I think that'll actually play. Boston's 2-4. They'll end up being 2-4.
What's they're 2-4 right now?
Yeah.
Well, okay, no, I see what they're doing. I mean,
Or no, 2-3.
Okay, well they were 2-5 and they got third. So
Well, I don't know if they're getting top 8.
They're probably thinking 2-5. We'll get third again.
I don't know if 2-5 is getting you top 8.
That's not your recipe for success, Joe. You don't think?
No.
Maybe Optic is throwing to try and have the greatest losers bracket run of all time at home. Listen, there's been some incredible losers bracket runs, but like if you don't win a single map and then did it in one, that's the greatest story of all time.
Yeah.
They might be making a documentary, you think? Maybe Hector's doing a documentary.
Maybe.
Could be. That'd be a good watch.
Shit, crazy plan.
It all started with Shotzi's tweets, and then they started filming this whole story. I'd be behind it. I'd buy that. I'd pay to watch pay-per-view, Joe.
Even better, you'll be casting it.
True. I'll be in the documentary.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be. Well, let's get into this map 3 on Protocol, see if Heretics can get their second win or if this is going to be Royal Ravens dominated. It just seems when Royal Ravens are clicking, they are clicking. And we've seen some teammates excel with exceptional teamwork this year, but some of the best here with Carolina or Ravens. They might not have like, you know, all the shooters that like a Thieves does, but you're talking about just the way to play the game. They're right up there.
No, they are. Yeah, I think you put kind of the more and more I watch, yeah, they are absolutely in the conversation. It's like anytime you start to have your doubts and they have just an incredible 3-0 and they look fantastic.
Well, Rancor couldn't quite keep up with Gwyn in that map 1, but he's off to a heater here to start things at 5-0. Metal struggles in the series continue, and the kills.
He just locked it down like top area. He must just be locking down top lockers here.
Yeah.
I say, how was he 5-0 rails that 4 times?
He's chilling, dude. Just locking it up.
Someone's got to lock it down. I get it.
Yeah,
Can't give that position up on the map. And he is not.
Only 30 seconds now to go. Well, there's going to be the death. That falls apart. You've had no objective presence whatsoever. Metals should have a freebie here. There's another one he's got to deal with, though. He just sends it out the window before checking around, and he ends up falling. Back to spawn you go. 15 seconds and dwindling. On the long route to get an angle, it's going to be Slasher who tries to get out and get shots in from Heli side.
I say, the problem is with Slasher's angle, it's going to be so tough to work this point, and now you're just going to get trapped in. You got TJ up in the window. You didn't kill Slasher. Here comes the stuns. Here comes the nades. Lucky is able to pause the clock for a moment by hopping on a B.
As soon as I saw him push up to Heli, I was like, how are you going to deal with this? Like, how? I mean, if you had more time, sure. But with 15 seconds on the clock, that seemed impossible, and it turns out that it is. You already feel like you're in hell when you're trying to, like, whether it's the hard point there or the control point, like, sometimes you're just, you know, dodging all the utility, trying to get on your belly and dodge bullets, but when you can literally get shot from 3 different angles, like it's shit.
Well, I saw like you know, TJ was pushed up in their base, and he all spawned on B side, and then I saw the Carolina players spawn on B side, and I was like, if they don't go B here, there's only so little time. They ended up going towards A, like 4 seconds, took some routes, and I was like, well, Slasher's here now, so you're screwed.
Yep. They were absolutely screwed, but a really good defense from Carolina. And now we'll see how they look on the offensive side. They can be so good. Kind of working up that A street, controlling spawn, spawning them up B side and taking advantage, letting kind of TJ go to work. Slashers had some streaks in the respawn, what, 9 in a row in the hard point, up to 6 here. And they're taking some routes early to find openings. Slasher on one, TJ gonna be on another, but they're thinking B first. Now you got to react if you are Heretics. I thought Slasher holds up for another second, maybe wins it, but now he's stunned up. The streak will come to an end.
Yeah, I think they're hoping whoever, you know, is on that zip flank, like is able to win that, then you can work towards B. Then you just put the defense in such a tough spot off the break. But even then, there's 3 dead. They're able to find Lucky and spawn. Slasher trying to deal with him, putting shots in. Sometimes, other times he's not. Pistol, AR, still trying to hunt him down, but Miami.
TJ's like, guys, I'm on B. Could you come help me? Slasher's like, bro, I'm playing hide and seek. I don't know where he is. I'm playing hide and seek.
He's fast. He's real fast.
Dude, that look, you had 3 dead. You had like 2 towards B. And if they just get to him, they might get the point. But yeah, they're literally just playing to give a tag or hide and seek, whatever it is. But it never develops forward. They're still in a decent position, though, as they work towards the second tick. Let's see if they can get B done first. Second tick now done. From top mid, Metals comes soaring out. He's on 4 straight. Now with 40 seconds, what are you thinking? You're spawning out A side. Do you just work A? Do you commit to B?
Well, that's just it. In all of Miami, we're shifted towards B, right? Because they were in trouble. You had Slasher who was able to take down 2 top middle. He's up to 12 and 3. Gwyn now is dealing with them off the spawn. They kind of have this.
Now you definitely work
this fundamental setup we kind of talk about. Top window. You have someone pushed all the way up, and Gwyn 2 players on the point. This should be done.
Oh, this is kind of perfect now, and you did so much damage over at B that you simplify things there. You get 1 break, and it might be done.
Hello.
Little stabby time there. Another streak for Slasher. A 1-on-1 on the point, though, and Real's able to win that. He takes out 2, and now hold your horses. What looked like a very winnable round here for Royal Ravens. Getting interesting as Lucky pops off with a headshot. Only 20 seconds to go. 2 big gunfight wins, though, to probably get you out. And Vivi gets some great damage into the top window. It's going to allow them to get out.
Yeah, this might be on
Finish
Rencor.
A.
This might be on Rencor. What does he find? Yeah, he's going to find 1, and now the pinch is going to go. Can they stop it from being done? The contest is there. It's there. They find all 4.
Oh, my God. Every time you think you get the extension, It falls apart. Heretics able to burst on through again. They just have to send it on forward, and what I thought looked like what was going to eventually be a round victory there for Royal Ravens turns into 4 ticks instead, or... Yeah, no, it's 4 ticks. He's in between 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Nothing he can do there.
Yeah, tough spot there. Just try to work anything. But, yeah, I mean, nice clutching there from Miami.
No, it was. It wasn't. It's just, I don't know. It's like you were slowly getting progress at B. It's just you need to kind of give that up and just get your default a day first to get it done with. Well, they probably thought, like, okay, we're in a good spot. We could. I mean, they had
They had the setup. Real just got through. I didn't see the route he took. I was looking at something else, and Real was able to get to that point. So, yeah, we were watching Slasher deal with Rencor, but then Real, I think, maybe went from underground, able to get to sidewalk, and then all kind of race down there.
You'd love the 2-round advantage, but you have, what, a 4-0 tick advantage because their defense was perfect. Close to kind of a dagger there and taking the second round, but some clutch moments from Heretics keep him in it. Slasher, he's having a map here. Gwyn kind of the hard carry in 1. Slasher's been going off in 2 and 3. Metals finding the timing here. We'll see if they can get a tick. Not able to do it in their first chance, but here he got 3 down. Should have some progress unless Slasher has something to say about it.
Yeah, you at least get Real push up though. So you have an SMG push up. Time is paused, but Slasher's doing a good job just locking down top middle. Well, that's forcing everybody to have to reposition. Allows Vivid to get pushed up, and then they can deal with Real.
Vivid got pushed up, but he gets caught and lose that fight to Metals, so it didn't really do any damage. And okay, well, this is totally different than the first offense for Heretics. Now, 8-point capture, 2 minutes to work with, life advantage. You're sitting pretty. Rancor shooting once again. Oh, not going to be shooting that one as he falls. And now you get a little bit of map control if you're Royal Ravens here for a moment. We'll see if Gwyn can have a better timing or chance. Nope, he can't. Got to position, just dies. I mean, Vivid basically the same thing when he got pushed up. Next up, TJ, he drops. So you kind of clear everything out of your house.
Yeah, I kind of like that moment from Lucky, right? He just gets the last kill on Viv and then just backs up to his team. Just make sure, all right, when they spawn up, they can get out safely. They're able to catch a couple of players. So kind of just going 1 for 1 right now. And with, well, a minute and 40, you can kind of do that.
You can as long as it keeps going this way because you've got that minor life advantage. And, well, it's growing right now. Seems like Heretics hitting another gear. Oh, as soon as I say that, though, Royal Ravens able to get 2. Now it's TJ's turn to try and push. Okay, let's see if he can get an effective push towards the back line of Miami Heretics. Oh, he has AR too. He was able to pick one from the point. So
well,
TJ
they're just leaving Metals, right? Oh, they finally pick up Metals, but they're just leaving the players B side. Okay. They're just gonna put them in a trap.
Well, TJ has been much more efficient than the first couple opportunities.
Yeah,
TJ has been much more. I thought he was gonna get that too, but he went on what, a 6 spree. Because yeah, the first like 2 or 3 players that got there pretty much dropped instantly. Didn't really delay the reinforce from Heretics at all. TJ single-handedly turned around the live advantage.
This is big though, just Slasher's alone. Well, all 3 of his teammates are off spawn, so it's really down to Slasher, and if he can make a play. Rentor's not even looking this way, so that should be 1 dead. So they know it's only 2 on the point. Slasher, he's got both guns. I thought somebody was gonna pick that up, but nobody does.
No, after he got the kill top middle, I thought someone could be holding it, but he just jumps in like he's Batman. Gets the kill, he's on another streak, 23 and 9. No respawns remaining for Heretics. Gwyn's trying to farm, comes up empty, but oh, TJ, I thought got a dead slide there, was gonna get caught, but able to win it. It's on the 3 of Heretics to try and somehow clutch this up. It's possible, but it's getting harder as TJ gets another. All on Rancor now. 1 versus 5, best of luck. Dude, he is disgusting, but fortunately, he's down to 13 HP. Nothing he can really do. Maybe he wins that if he gets back to full health, but never actually happens.
I mean, I get it. This situation, you don't turn around at Slasher if, like, I don't know, there's a couple of players alive, but you had 3 dead outside of Slasher and he shot Zip. Like, someone's got to...
Someone should be looking that way?
I feel like, or you all stacked and someone can just watch the pinch, but feels like there's just, again, a miscommunication or nobody picks that up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
that was your chance.
Maybe he gets 1, but the fact he's able to get 1, then just send it to the point and get a second, it probably shouldn't be happening. And I don't know if that's a communication thing or somebody thought someone was picking it up and wasn't. But the fact is, you're a round away now from winning this. Carolina in a good spot. Slasher strong map continues. He brings a 6 spree into this. And TJ, I mean, he had that 6 spree and then like a death or 2 into a 4. So he's been on a crazy little stretch as of late as well. And their last opportunity on offense. Okay, Ranker just fried the entire team.
Dude, I feel like every time he's in the feed, it's a multi.
He is filthy. So this will be a very early aggression from Heretics. We'll see how efficiently you can deal with it. So far, doing pretty well. Rancor last guy in. They checked the door though perfectly, and that's about as good as it gets for getting out of the trap.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hello.
Who was actually trapped?
Yeah, he's right there in the corner, able to check that door, a quick little shoulder, but you're still here. So now your 2 players in Slasher and Baby just going to try to hold the line, but not going to happen. So great job from Heretics to put him right back here.
How long can you keep him here? Slasher, you're going to need the pistol. Okay, well, you got pushed up, though. TJ did one towards B, so this might be a B first kind of look for Royal Ravens again. Not as successful as it was early last time, but you do have Slasher on A as well, kind of shifting some focus over there. You have 2 or 3 players to go to deal with him. But the pressure is on the other side of the map, or is it? Last guy up is going to be Gwyn.
Slasher again wins one versus Rancor, so he's just going right back to A. Like there's that transition play. We saw it in their first offense where throw a lot of bodies at B, you have them shift on over, but what that does, you spawn near the heli side, it's just 1 player that had to take care of, and well, it's going to be 3 dead.
Yeah, last guy, Rancor on the back side of this, and maybe had 1, or he thought he did onto Vivid, but that comes up empty, so now they're aware of where he is. They all turn to deal with the house, which Heretics didn't do last round. And that'll be A +3 down right as they cap it. So things are going to get really interesting here. You have a chance to chain these together. You win a couple more fights because TJ is already. Oh my, that would have been disgusting. But nice reaction there from Rancor.
Finally, someone deals with him. I just feel like they have not been able to contain TJ when he is in their base.
Who can contain TJ? That's a lot of man.
That is.
Woo. 30 and 11 out of Slasher. Holy, we've had some brilliant KDs today. We've had some bad ones. It's been a day, and that'll be a win for Carolina Royal Ravens. It is 3-0, and it is in convincing fashion. Not a blowout map 1, but a convincing map 1. Map 2 is a blowout. Map 3 is a blowout. Carolina looked good.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to like the Ultra conversation where they're beating the teams that they need to. They're not getting upset often. It's just their games versus the top teams. Are they going to be able to beat them at the major?
Yeah, no, you say that like as much as I'm gassing them, we've casted them a lot lately, and they've looked so good. Yeah, they've looked so good against. Yeah.